All right, guys. So um, here we are to do the market recap video that I talked about uh, this morning. So I'm going to hide a couple of indicators here so you guys can see what we got going and the way that this morning developed. So very simple. So we opened right around here, uh, 15,432 in the NQ. We quickly moved up and we got to 473. If you take a look at last week's profile, uh, 64 was the POC. If you're looking at the entire session, if you're looking at RTH only for last week, what you're going to find is that this area here was the value area low for last week was 67. Uh, Actually, value area, yeah, value. No, no, this is POC for last week. Let me double check that this orange line is. Now it's value area, it's a value area low. That's what it was for last week. Because we have value area high all the way up here. We have 904. So we have some sort of a double distribution going on if you compare that to last week. So let's go back to just RTH. So you take a look over here. I alluded to this in pre-market. So let me switch over here to uh, this indicator that I have, which I'm going to make a video this week. So sorry for all the stuff that's on the screen. But as I highlighted this morning, this purple candle here is the spike from Friday. And I made a comment this morning that uh, I went back and reviewed a lot of the different sessions in which the spike, the downside actually was support uh, for the next session. And if you take a look at it, and oftentimes it gaps up. So if you take a look at it, we didn't have a true gap, but we gapped up because we opened at 433 in the NQ, which technically speaking was a 70 point drop. Uh, silly me, I knew that this area would have was going to be tested because it's normal that to come back and retest the area to see the reaction in there. But one thing that you'll notice is when we opened here, obviously we went up, we tapped that POC or value area low that I was telling you about. That's why I have this little arrow here. I did not take that short. We came back down and we got first touch into the spike area. We actually touched the open portion of that, and then we went back up and tested that POC here. Obviously, the opening price again, it wasn't the POC, it was the opening price, which is this white line here. From there, we came back down. We actually went a little deeper into the area, so we went almost to the bottom of the area. We bounced once again, candle close here, candle open here. It made a low. It took out this low here, and it went back up. So one thing that I noticed, and I don't know if you noticed this, is that when you probably haven't noticed it, but when you got here, you can see the crossover. That's why I had a little bit of conviction that we were moving up today. Um, just because those two things that I told you. I told you about uh, the spike, and I also told you about my bias. People that were live in the live stream noticed that. So I looked at it, and if you take a look at last week's close, was around this area. Also, the low was pretty much right around here as well. That's where we have a daily TP2 at 351. So yeah, it got down to 333. A little bit of drawdown, but if you take a look at the gains from there, it was nonstop. We actually made a new high. That's why we have a spike to the upside. And spike to the upside, make no mistake. You see this line right here. This line is like a pink line right here. That is a 4-hour POC. That is exactly where the market closed. I was trading with my son, and I told him that we were going to hit 472, and above 472, we were going to get to 497. We just came close to 497. Actually, the actual high was 15491.25. So this was a very nice trade. and we got chopped around here, but nonetheless, very important. And this POC is not a 4 hour. My apology. This is a 30-minute POC from Friday at 2 p.m. where we collapsed. Now we got to get to this area here, 5:15, to close this this gap. Not a gap. I'm sorry. This is not a gap. This is a was a fair value gap and a single print. This is a single print, and it needs about 15, 30 points to close. So yeah, so that's what we have in the NQ. I called out a trade earlier. If you take a look at it, I think we went long a couple of times from the 4,000 area. I think I called it out a couple of times, uh, and I kind of help you guys manage the trade to the best of my ability. So this is one of them, right? So we'll call this out, and we'll call it out. We uh, very much were able to accomplish our goals with this trade because uh, at 12:36, which is like somewhere around here, is when I say let's go long. 12:36. Let me see if I can find the arrow here. Where's the arrow? I don't know where the arrow is. I think I have an arrow here somewhere. Oh no, it doesn't matter to me. Oh yeah, I see it right here. Arrow. So this was right here, 12:36. So I enter my positions normally on the opening of the 30-minute candle. So if I have my order ready, it came back and took my order in of 400 right here, just above VWAP. So this is acceptance above VWAP. This blue line here is VWAP. It got long from here from 400. And the target was 72. I believe I posted my exit at 70, which is, well, this was the target. It was accomplished. It was a 73 point trade. So that's basically what we got. This was the spike. It was support, like I said, in pre-market. We were bullish on the buy sell indicator the whole entire day until here it got a little shaky here in this area, right around pivot, and we got chop, 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 chop in here, and finally the last period we managed to get above that. It came back down and almost touched the opening price, and that was an easy trade. At least for me, it was. On the ES portion, we are right here in the ES. Really, not much happened, but the ES, I wish I was trading the ES today because, like I said in the plan, our target here in the ES, our pivot was 10, and it's right here. That was the low of the session. I don't have to explain too much to you about the ES today. There you go. From pivot, you don't have to look back. And it was 28 points. I did start a short position from 32, which is the pivot for the day, say somewhere around here. I'm still holding that with some spike puts. So we'll see how it goes. But I had no problem closing my position and getting into a better position later on. It doesn't matter. I can average down. I will always take care of my position. I hope you do the same. But that's basically all I got. I wanted to keep it as short as possible so I can upload a live video and see what else we got for tomorrow. All right. Well, thank you, and let's have a great day, guys. Bye bye.